right? Because that's what's happening. Your filter, your perception that you're seeing them through is who they used to be. They want you to see them as they are now. Hi, this is Sarah Emond with Essence Healing, and in today's video, I want to talk about how we view other people in our lives, right? So my question comes in today is, do you view other people as who they are right now in the present moment? Or are you viewing them through a past story as who they were a few years ago, right? So a lot of times we'll see people, right, because they had a big experience in their past, will continue to go back to that story and view them as that person who they were. So some big things that can happen, things like surgery or divorce, those type of things, we can see those people, especially when we see them as a victim, we have a tendency to continue to see them as a victim, even if they no longer see themselves as a victim. And when we see somebody as a victim, or whatever that past story was, it doesn't necessarily have to be victim, but that's just kind of my example here, right? If we continue to see them that way, that's how we are responding to them, as the way we view them, our perception of them, right, as a victim. And we continue to treat them as a victim instead of seeing how they've grown, right? They went through that experience. I'm not saying they didn't have that experience, but they aren't that person anymore, right? They aren't that person that they were then. They've grown, they've changed. And now they're this powerful being because they've come more into themselves and they've understood themselves and they've overcome this, whatever it was, this divorce, this surgery, whatever it is. They're not sick anymore. Now they're healthy. But if we continue to see them as frail and weak and sick and we respond to them that way, we are not in alignment with that person. We are trying to bring that old feeling, that old story into their lives and make that or create that for them again. And that's not something that most people want, right? Like, that's not really a great thing to do. Plus, right, eventually they're going to get tired of that. And they're going to say, we're not aligned anymore. I don't want to hang out with you. Right? Because that's what's happening. Your filter, your perception that you're seeing them through is who they used to be. They want you to see them as they are now. So I encourage you to pay attention to the people in your life, family, friends, whoever it is, work, people at work, whatever, right? Your coworkers. Are you seeing them through an old experience? Are you constantly coloring them with that, right? Maybe you had an argument at work, but are you constantly coloring that person with, oh, they always disagree with me? Because maybe they don't always disagree with you. Maybe they disagreed with you back then, and now they're being different in this present moment. But because that's how you always see them, that's how they're responding to you. Just a little different mindset here. How are you perceiving other people? Paying attention to that. Seeing how it changes your relationships with others. I encourage you to play with this idea and let me know what you get. Let me know how people respond, what changes in your relationships, how that changes your life. I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time. In the meantime, I hope you have an amazing day.